Episode 6, Live Action Newsletter. Today, March 17th, Millie Bess, the Veterans Advocate, joined our host with her first show. If you're a veteran and want help with your health benefits or any other personal or promised benefits that the VA has told you about, then this show is for you. Contact Millie at godschilde7@gmail.com. Millie will answer all your email questions immediately. From 8:30 to 9 p.m. tonight, Flash Silvermoon will host What the Animals Tell Me. And then from 10 to 10:45 p.m., Dr. James Reedfield in Myth and Legend, History and Religion will present his program. Did you know it's required for his students to listen to his program first before they go into class? He teaches at Fullerton College and Fullerton University in Fullerton, California. Then on Thursday morning, March 18th, from 11 to 11:30 a.m., on Lillian's interview, Lillian will interview Craig Smalley, who's a financial advisor. Please join us at the station, which you can find when going over to the website at https://passionateworldradionetwork.com, and on the button that says tune in, click on that, and you'll be able to chat and ask questions of Mr. Smiley while he's giving his advice to all our listeners. Commercials. They are the lifeblood and a good investment both ways for any company, institution, nonprofit, even an individual like an author or a musician. You know you'll receive instant gratification when people call you up and ask you about your product, service, or the message that you need to get out to the world. PWRN provides 30-second, 45-second, and 60-second commercials. And if you have a product, you can do an info podcast, which is 5 minutes of time in which you can deliver your message to the world so that they know what you're talking about. Because you, and only you, can solve their problem, providing them with the type of service or products that only you carry. On Tuesday, from 9:30 to 11:30 p.m., this week and next week, Ed Robertson in TV Confidential will be interviewing award-winning film producer Michael Darton. So tune in and see what you didn't know about the history of television. Did you know how healthy your state is? Vermont has that hip fractures are down 19%, and food insecurity is up 14%. In New Hampshire, the low percentage of seniors living in poverty, high numbers reporting activity limiting arthritis pain. In Minnesota, obesity down 6%. Physical inactivity increased 28%. In Hawaii, 12% more got a flu vaccine, while poor mental health days are up 18%. In Utah, 10% more reported very good or excellent health, low percentage managing their diabetes. And rounding it up at number 6, Massachusetts, 22% fewer underweight seniors and 27% more sedentary adults. Please stay tuned for reading the blog for this evening, which is Managing Interpersonal Skills. And the second one is nonverbal communication. And we'll be looking at the presidential candidates, or what's left of them, who is managing the best way in using nonverbal communication. And if you want to read all about it on live action newsletter way ahead of the crowd, sign up on our email form at https://passionateworldradionetwork.com. And if you do that, you will receive 3 archival programs for one or several of our hosts who all have something to say with interesting information and contact. Dr. James Riedfeld of Myth and Legend, History and Religion, Jeannie White in Social Connections, Rowena Cherry in Crazy Tuesday, where she interviews romance authors, and Flash Silvermoon, What the Animals Tell Me, an animal whisperer. So if you have a dog or a cat and you need help, the person you go to is none of those folks on TV, but the Flash Silverman. Thank you all very much for listening to tonight's program of Live Action Newsletter. And before you go away and stray, Phyllis Diller had this to say: never go to bed mad, stay up and fight. Thank you, and have a good night.